Alright, so look, my name is Antoine Jacobs. And yeah, that last name might sound familiar to you. And if it's not, well, just know Brandon Jacobs was a very huge running back. I mean, Derrick Henry before Derrick Henry, and he played for the Giants. And me, I'm his nephew. And somehow, I end up inheriting his size. I'm a good 6'4", 250-something pounds. So yeah, I'm a freight train. And while people in my high school believe that I should be a 5-star running back, it's just not the case. Because I actually ended up going to a pretty small high school in Greenville, Mississippi. And so even with the Jacobs last name, I still didn't really gain that much recognition. Even though I had a pretty good high school career. Not an amazing one, but a pretty good one. And so due to my circumstances, I'm only a 3-star running back, which actually isn't bad because I still end up getting a couple scholarship offers to schools that I really wanted to go to. But there was one specific that I wanted to go to, and it wouldn't be that far away, just a state away. And that school is Auburn University. And this was actually the college that my uncle wanted me to go to. Not only because he played for the school, but also because they got a pretty good program. And not only that, they're in the SEC. So I'll be able to see how I can play against the top talent in the country. And for the most part, when you playing in the SEC, you got a way higher chance of being drafted to the NFL. And while I know, yes, I'm starting at HB4 right now. So it's going to take a lot of hard work to build my way up. And even then, probably won't even be able to start this season because of Jarquez Hunter. That boy just too good. But the best I could do for myself this year is make sure I put in all the work that I need to put in so that I'm in a better position going into next year so I can start and, play. We're walking onto the field for the first game of the season, and I don't even think I'm gonna be able to play. Nope. I'm definitely not gonna be able to play in this game, but definitely feels good coming out here. And of course, just as I thought, didn't get to get in the game. We blew them out though, 53-17. It is an FCS school, so can't really be too happy about this win. Didn't even get to touch the field in the first game, and I came into the second game of the season thinking I wouldn't be able to touch the field again, and yeah, I wasn't. But even though I'm not getting in the game, I know eventually my time's going to come. So I got to keep on putting in this work and just hope that coach sees me putting in this work. And luckily for me, after that game, coach ended up calling me into his office, letting me know that I was going to be able to get some type of playing time in this game versus New Mexico. And yeah, it's the fourth quarter, but we're up 7 points right now and I'm in the game. And yeah, it's just one run. But this is the first run of my college football career. Man, I'm just ready for my time to really come out here and start eating. Because that would be the only run I would get in that game. But at least we won the game. We're starting the season off pretty decent, I guess. We're 2-1 right now. But with our second running back not really playing that well, coach decided to give me a chance to become the running back too in this position battle. And in my mind, I didn't think this would happen this early. I thought I was going to go through the whole season most likely just sitting there watching and learning the most from what I was watching. But it's looked like I'm going to be able to get on the field way earlier than I thought I would. Because in this position battle, I wasn't playing no game. I was locked all the way in. Didn't even crack a smile through anything. Because just being able to get on that field and run that ball is the only thing I wanted to be able to do. And now I get a chance to do that. I'm going to win this thing for sure. And I did. Not only that, I dominated in it too, becoming the new running back 2 for Auburn. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yeah, this ain't the #1 spot, so I won't be on the field all the time. But I'm the running back 2. This means I'm going to be able to get a good amount of touches each game. Really, that's all I can ask for. And in my first game as the RB2, we're playing against 1-2 Arkansas. And I'm in the game here in the red zone. 2nd and 5, we're in the inside zone. And I'm bouncing it back to the inside, picking up this first down. I really wanted to keep running the ball, but coach wanted to put the ball in the air. And we ended up doing that. And the quarterback put it in the end zone. Defense got out here and got to stop. I'm back at her on the field again. We're running another inside zone. It seems like the inside zone is like our main run, and I like that. I don't mind it at all. But after that run, I would get sat out for the whole second quarter. And Arkansas would take over this game, going up 23-7 now in the second half. And we finally get another touchdown since the one we got earlier on in this game. But now in the fourth quarter, that would be the only touchdown we scored. And we're down 30-13 now. And so in my first game as the RB2, we get destroyed by Arkansas. We got 20 points, but that was at the end, all the way in. It didn't even matter. And it seems like Hunter ended up getting hurt at the end of the game. But I wasn't the one taking up his snaps. Somebody else was getting them. I don't know why. It wasn't me. We are now 2-2, playing against another team who's 2-2, Oklahoma. Who's going to be positive and who's going to come out negative? Down 7-0 here in the second quarter, and on 3rd and 5, I'm actually out here at a wide out position, catching this out route, picking up the first down. I ain't never done something like that before in my career, but if this is something I'm gonna end up doing, I'm doing it again here, getting another first down. If this is something I'm gonna need to do, then I'm gonna do it. Like being out here as a wide receiver just feels very weird to me, but I'm just gonna have to get used to it. If I want to be able to be on the field, it's something I'm gonna have to get used to, even if it ain't natural for me. 30 seconds left in this first half. It's a tie game, and we're in the red zone. And our QB, Peyton, throwing through this dot for the touchdown to take the lead. We had a pretty decent second half, and now it's the fourth quarter, and we're up 21-16 and in the red zone. We got a chance to extend this lead even further, and we do. And that touchdown will basically win us the game because Oklahoma didn't score a single point after that. And I would only get 2 carries in this game. But hopefully throughout the season, I get more carries. Game 6 of this season. And this is probably going to be the biggest one of the year because we playing against Georgia, the #1 ranked team in the nation. I'm already knowing it's going to be a very tough game. If we want to be able to beat Georgia, we can't make no type of mistakes. And we got to make sure we score almost every single drive in here. I'm picking up this first down out the wideout position. We somehow didn't get any points out of that last drive. Luckily though, defense got the stop, only allowed 3 points. And I'm over here moving defenders around, trying to get this first down. Couldn't get it though, fell 4 yards short. And now on 3rd and 4, I don't know if the pressure got to him, but this dude Peyton threw this ball right to the defender, giving them the ball in scoring range already. They probably finna put some more points on the board. And of course they did, because they're Georgia. With less than a minute left in the first half, he would throw another interception. That's 2 in the first half, putting us in such a bad position right now. It's not even going to look like we're going to be able to stay in this game. But somehow in the 3rd quarter, we are now up 14-10. I mean, I wasn't on the field when we scored, but we did it. Now in the red zone, I'm running the corner route. I'm wide open. I get my first touchdown in my college football career, and it's a receiving one. That's crazy. And man, I can't even tell y'all how ecstatic I was to score this touchdown. Not only just being my first touchdown, but my first one against Georgia, and we're at that crib doing this too. And I mean, I don't know what our defense is on right now. They're just locking Georgia up. They haven't scored since what, the 1st quarter, and we finna score again. We done marched our way all the way down the field, and now on 4th and 3, we ran an RPO, and that boy Robert Lewis was wide open for the touchdown. And man, what an upset. The #1 team in the nation taken down by Auburn. We did that. But not only did we do that, we destroyed them at their own crib. Crazy. And it was mainly thanks to that boy Jarquez Hunter. 148 yards and 21 rushes and a touchdown. That boy went crazy. And man, it's crazy to me. I'm not really getting carries. But when it comes to receiving, I'm doing my thing. And after defeating Georgia the way we did, we coming into this game ranked now. And not only that, with so much confidence, it's crazy. But we starting off this game not too well. It's 0-0, and in the 2nd quarter, we're throwing an interception, putting them in good positioning. And with that good positioning, of course, they scored a touchdown. Now we got about a minute and a half to try to score 2, try to match their points. 3rd and 5, I'm running this ball to the left side, picking up this big first. They keep on getting us the 3rd down, but I'm getting open here on a drag route, going down when I catch it. I ain't trying to lose this ball, I ain't trying to drop it. At this point, I might be one of the best receivers on the team when I'm out here playing wide out. I get a receiving touchdown, my 2nd one of the season. And I ain't gonna lie, there's no way at all I thought that this would end up happening. I've never played wideout in my life. I've always been a power back, but this receiver stuff ain't that bad, I guess. We're still losing this game though. Down 7 points in the 3rd quarter on 3rd and 6. Peyton forced this ball in and it's incomplete. I don't know what's going on compared to last game. We're playing way worse. After they got 3, Peyton would throw another interception. Like, what in the world? And they would go for 6, extending their lead already. This is not good at all. We're not playing like we did against Georgia. I don't know what it is. We might have had too much confidence or something. I guess when we went against Georgia, we played like we had something to prove. We played like we was the underdog. And since we beat them, I guess we think we all high and mighty. But playing against #5 Missouri, they whooping us. We started to kind of come back at the end, but it didn't even matter. We still lost 23-15. And I actually ended up getting more attempts than normal, 5 for 31, while also getting 3 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. And now 7 games in, looking at my stats, 16 for 95. I mean, I'm averaging the most yards per carry on the team, but I'm just not getting any carries. And when I'm in the game as a receiver, I'm getting it done. What in the roller coaster is happening right now after defeating Georgia? Losing to Missouri the way we did, we got to come in this game against Kentucky. Yeah, we're at their crib, but we should still be able to win this game, hopefully. Now, while I thought Peyton was just having a bad game, you know, that occasional bad game that he had against Missouri, just throwing picks, he starts off this game. We done drove down the field all the way just from throwing an interception. Not only that, nobody could catch this DB. He took it all the way to the crib. Coach got me doing another thing I never did in high school. I'm running a jet touch pad, and with some decent interior blocking. There was one guy I had to beat. Stiff armed him to the ground and ended up getting 1 yard short of the first down. And coach decided to keep me in the game for this 3-and-1 situation where I just need to pick up 1 yard. But when I tell y'all, them guys came up that gap so fast, there was no way I was going to get through. But still, the only points they got in this game so far is 7 points from the pick 6. And I'm picking up this first down. We continue in our drive. We end up scoring that touchdown before half and end up getting the ball at half, scoring again. And Kentucky will score again and take the lead after we missed the extra point. And now we're all the way backed up. And it's 3rd and 3. They're playing some great defense. Got through on that pass rush and sacked us. We're all the way at the 4. We got to punt this ball off. Luckily for us, our defense locked in. Kentucky did nothing with it. We made our way down the field, and now we got a chance to take this lead. We got to do this. It's about to be 2 minutes left in the game. All we really need to do here is run the ball, try to waste as much time as we possibly can. It is 2nd and goal, so we're not really in the best situation, but at least put some points on the board. But somehow, when we were right there, we didn't even get a field goal. So we lose this game by 1 point. Now, I don't understand how we lost that game or what happened with the coaching or whatever, but, oh man, that was ridiculous. But now we're playing against a team that's a lot worse, Vanderbilt. And if we can't win against them, yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to even get a bowl game. And it's looking like that might end up being the case. Because, man, just look at the reads that my quarterback is making. That probably could have been 6, but that dude ran backwards. Now, look, the good thing about this is that our quarterback, he's a senior, so he's going after this year. But then at the same time, like, I would like to win games. I'd like to at least get in a bowl game. And at this rate, we're not going to be able to get in one. We only got 4 wins right now. And we really need this win right here bad. Not just to try to get bowl game, but for the team's morale. I mean, it's terrible in the locker room right now. It's because of stuff like this. We're just getting locked up. Can't make plays, can't do nothing. And to be honest, I don't know how we were the team that defeated Georgia when they were the #1 team in the nation. They was undefeated too, and we won. How? I mean, it's like after that game, after we won that, we lost all the determination, all the motivation to win any other game. We lost it all. And I didn't only see it on the field. I was seeing this in the locker rooms. We don't even look like a team no more in the locker room. We barely even talk to each other now. And like, you would think that beating a team like Georgia would give us so much momentum that we'll be able to go on a win streak. But all that's been happening was a losing streak. This gotta be the game. It has to be the game that breaks the losing streak. We're against Vanderbilt. We done made our way down the field. We got to score this time. They started playing some very good defense as we got closer to the end zone. And surprisingly enough, coach still got me out here running this route. And he ended up forcing it to the back of the end zone, trying to get that touchdown. But it's swatted down. We got settled for 3 here. We ended up getting 3 points to end. But luckily, our defense is locking up Vanderbilt's offense. It's now the second half, and we're back in the red zone. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to score a touchdown this time. This time, I'm wrapping around the quarterback, motioning to the outside. He's throwing it out to me. And that throw was so weird, I couldn't even run up the field. 4th and goal, we got to kick another field goal. Even though we're winning in this game, it's very sad the way we're doing it. We have 2 field goals, don't even got a touchdown yet. And we're playing against Vanderbilt, who hasn't even scored yet. Our defense is locking up, but our offense ain't doing our job right now. And we really need to step it up. Because if we keep on settling for field goals, if Vanderbilt finds some type of offense, it's going to be over. And whenever I get the ball, I'm trying to fight for as many yards as I can. I mean, I put everything into every single run, throwing this dude to the ground, getting hit out of bounds. We end up scoring a touchdown, and now we're going for 2. Didn't get it, but at least we scored finally. We're up 12-0 now. And Vanderbilt finally put some points on the board, but it was way too late for them. As we walk out this game with the dub, winning 19-7. To be honest, this dub ain't really feel like that much of a win. But I guess at least we got another win, finally. And this game went how I thought it was going to go throughout the season. We ended up splitting carries, and we both had pretty good games. Now this week, out of all weeks, playing against UL Monroe, there's no way that this game should be anywhere near close. And here in the first half, it's not. We're up 21-0, just like how we should be. And I ended up being wide open on the out route, but he decided to throw it to the guy that was guarded. Our defense has been doing a great job so far, not allowing UL Monroe to get any points. But here, our quarterback throws the ball right to him, giving them points. And after that pick 6, they started picking up some momentum. They done scored another touchdown. We're only up 10 points in this game right now. But you know, UL Monroe is UL Monroe. So eventually, they lost all the momentum they had, and it all went to us. So we ended up winning this game just like as we should, 38-14. Where this dude Hunter put up 277 yards, 28 attempts, and 4 touchdowns. He went crazy. And as for me, normally, even when I only get only 4 attempts, I get more than 10 yards. I only had 9 this game. It's the second to the last game of the season. We're playing against Texas A&M, and the funny thing is, we're both unranked now. We're both not having good seasons. Both mid. And so I guess it's the battle of the mid and the SEC. We got to win this. And we're looking good so far. We're up 7-0 after getting a good stop and on 2nd and 11, picking up this big game, trucking the mess out of that DB. But that wouldn't be the same story every time I ran the ball, because I run the ball here on 2nd and 7 to get tackled, losing 1 yard. And now here on 3rd and 8, we try to run a running back screen, but I end up getting stuck a little bit, and he didn't have enough time to really throw that ball to me, because it was a little weird. I don't know what happened. A minute and a half left in the first half, and we're still up right now, 10-7. But that would quickly change after he threw this interception, and nobody could catch him. Took it for 6. But then, soon after, we'll take the lead right back. And not only that, get another stop. As we end up taking the lead, and with 15 seconds left, he picked up this huge play. We can put some more points on the board. And as bad as we wanted to score a touchdown, it looked like we might end up having to settle for the field goal. That pass rush got crazy. He tried to throw that ball out, but could not. He had to hold on to it to take the sack. We're down 21-20 in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 18 after taking 2 sacks. I got right past this DB. And me being a power back, nobody thought I'd be able to do this. Picking up this huge receiving play. I'm him. But then we end up getting locked up. 3rd and 13, couldn't even throw the ball. Threw it out of bounds at that while taking a hit. And after having to settle for 3 points, Texas A&M will go down the field and score another touchdown to take the lead right back. After this big play, after being 3rd and long, it looked like we're trying to get down the field and score. But then again, we'll start getting locked up by this Texas A&M defense. He tried to throw me the ball on a drag route, but I dropped the ball. And well, we got to stop again, got down the field, and he ended up throwing another interception. I don't know what it is with this dude throwing these picks, but they need to stop. I mean, it's the end of the season now, but like, we're not even going to get into a bowl game if we keep losing games. I mean, like, man, it was the battle of the mid. 2 SEC schools that just weren't having good seasons, but obviously they're having a better one than us. And to be honest, we really should have ran the ball more. 15 for 65 and the touchdown, and I had 4 for 22. If I ran the ball more, I would have had a lot of yards. And I was doing my thing on the receiving end. I mean, I only had 1 catch, but for like 48 yards. But now, it's the last game of the season. And it's a big one, too. Now, look, we beat Georgia earlier on in the season. And we got Alabama this time. And to be honest, we might just be a wild card. Because I don't know what we was on when we beat Georgia, but we wasn't on that for the rest of the season. Maybe we can, tap back into that game and beat Alabama. We'll see what happens. If we want to be able to win this game, we got to make sure that at all levels, passing, running the ball, we got to make sure we good. I'm trying to lay as many people as I can, trying to give my boy Hunter some room. We had a pretty decent drive up until we got to the 50-yard line when Bama started really playing defense. They pass rush started getting in there. Now he had to throw the ball out of bounds. 2nd quarter now, we're down 10-0. But when we played Georgia, we were also down 10-0 and still found a way to win that game. So there's still a chance. As now in the 3rd quarter, we're only down 10-7. I mean, we've been playing great defense. I'm surprised that we've been locking up Bama like this. And I mean, it's just been a straight defensive game. It's 10-10 on 3rd and 3. Hand this ball off to me, and all I got to do is pick up this first down, and I do. And we end up getting 3 points off that drive. But the defense comes in clutch again, locking Bama up. We just got to make sure we can hold this ball and burn as much time as we can. And we did just that, running this ball down the field, burning all the clock, and now we need this ball down, defeating Bama. This is crazy. We literally beat Bama in Georgia. But we didn't even make the playoffs, didn't get a bowl game, had such a bad season, but I guess winning against Georgia and Alabama was good enough. I don't know. But that boy Jarquez Hunter went crazy again. This was a weird season, very weird. And I literally only had 2 rushes and got 6 yards, but hey, we ain't need me to run. That boy Hunter was going crazy. Receiving wise, I also didn't do anything. I literally didn't contribute to this game at all. I guess maybe that 1 first down I got. And well, obviously, I ain't getting any type of team, but that man Cam Coleman did. He got in the national freshman team. Clearly, with all the games we lost this season, even going 4-4 in our conference, we're all the way at the bottom. Not getting no bowl game. And most definitely not in the playoffs. We were terrible. And as for me and my season and my stats, just know that this year was just a year, learning behind Jarquez Hunter. But next year, that's going to be my year. Because as y'all do know, he's a senior. The only person that really might stand in my way could be a transfer or this Cobb guy. But I ain't going to worry about that. Because if we end up having to battle for that number 1 position, y'all know I'm going to win it. I ain't got no choice. After being Jarquez Hunter's backup running back for basically my entire freshman season, it's finally my turn. And funny thing is, people thought I probably would have entered the transfer portal. I mean, because they just didn't know me personally. I really want to play for Auburn bad. I don't care that I was a backup last year. I don't care that we had a bad season. I want to help this team win now. But there is always going to be that one roadblock. I'm the running back 2 right now. That Cobb dude from last year, yeah, he got my spot. That ain't going to be for too long because I'm going to show coach that I can outwork him. And so for the first game of the season, I'll be the backup running back again in this game versus Baylor. Now look, I might be the running back 2 for right now, but when Hunter entering the NFL draft last season, the running back 1 spot is up for grab. And even if Cobb runs more than me in this game, if I can show that I can average more, do more when I got the ball in my hands this game, I'm for sure gonna get that spot. Now so far, it's the end of the second quarter. We're up 10-7, and so far I really haven't been able to get past the O-line like that. But as soon as that O-line gives me decent blocking, I'm gonna take off. As here I probably get my best run of the day, bouncing this to the outside, running this dude over, picking up this first down, dragging people with me. We done made our way all the way into the red zone. It's 3rd and 7. I'm running out route. I was open, but instead he got somebody else, got the touchdown. I wish that was mine though, I ain't gonna lie. And so we win our first game of the season, only by 7 points, but a win's still a win. We can catch a stride later on in the season. And comparing me and Cobb's stats, I averaged more than he did. So when I got the ball, I did more with what I could. And seeing that stat sheet, coach decided that it's time for us to have a running back battle. We're going to see who really deserves to be RB1 on this team. And I've been putting in a lot of work in the offseason. I mean, I'm a power back, and I really wasn't that fast coming into college, but I done gained a good amount of speed, a decent amount. And not only did I work on my straightaway speed, but also my agility. And I was showing that in this drill here and in every drill that we play. Matter of fact, I dominated in every single drill. And through all my hard work and dedication, coach saw that I deserved to be the running back 1 on his team as I destroyed Cobb in this running back battle. But now, the day I have been waiting for, I'm finally coming into my first game as a starting running back in college. And just to make things even better, my first game starting is against Ball State. I'm finna go crazy. I'm ready to eat. And for my first run as a starting running back, I was eating for sure. I am a freight train. It's very hard to tackle. They have to have multiple people there to take me down. Now here on 1st and 10, we got a jet sweep, but I'm basically a fullback on this play for my boy Caleb Burton III. But he didn't even need my block. His amazing ball carrier vision got him all the way to about the 1. Almost got that touchdown. For some reason, I got subbed out for the goal line. I don't like that. I would like to be the running back when it comes to goal line snaps so I can get my touchdown. But we scored anyway, and Ball State did too, and we made down the field again and got stopped. It's the second quarter now, and it's a tie game. 10-10 versus Ball State. I'm not trying to let this happen at all. I'm picking up a big game here. Running the HB draw on 1st and 10. That middle ended up getting wide open. I tried to hurdle this safety, but ended up getting hit out the air. After making our way down the field again, we cannot settle for less than a touchdown here. 2nd and 10, and he got a guy standing there wide open for the touchdown. Ball State couldn't score, but we ended up having enough time to do something. And that boy Cam Coleman with the nasty grab to score the touchdown, putting us up even more points before half. Now at this point, this is when we take off. We're at home and we got all the momentum. I'm throwing this DT off of me, hurdling this next guy, and then finally getting taken down. What a crazy run. Now just because Cobb is the backup now, don't mean he don't still make plays. On 2nd and 10, handing it off to him, and he ended up picking up this huge gain. That boy is fast, a lot faster than me, getting into the red zone. It's kind of crazy. Throughout my whole first year, I ain't get a single rushing touchdown, but here I'm finally getting my first rushing touchdown of my college football career. Yeah, this game's over. We're up 34-10 in the 4th quarter, but coach still got me in the game, and I guess to keep on getting more stats and to continue to bleed, and I'm scoring another touchdown. My first game being able to start, luckily it was against Ball State, so I could really get my feet wet, and we went crazy. I had 158 yards on 20 rushing attempts with 3 touchdowns in my first game starting. Man, I'm excited to see how the rest of the season gonna go. Taking on South Alabama in this game. This is another team that we should be able to dominate against. And shoot, I know I'm going to dominate. On 1st and 10, we're running the inside zone to the right side. I'm getting amazing blocking, and I didn't even get touched. Touchdown. After defense got the stop, we now have enough time. A minute left, a whole minute left to try to get down the field and make something happen. And I forgot to tell y'all, we got a new quarterback, Junior Holden Gariner. And he ended up making this crazy play, but didn't do nothing out of it. But then right after that, on 3rd and 10, he finds receiver 2, Camden Brown, for this huge play, getting us to the other side of the field. And he ended up finding him again to the back of the end zone. An amazing play, throwing that right over the safety's head. What a throw. And man, this dude Camden Brown is having a day, getting the ball once again, making this crazy catch. And recently, I really haven't been getting too much run action going on, but here on 2nd and 2, I'm picking up a pretty good run, trucking the mess out of that dude and finally getting taken down. But now we done started to slow down a little bit. It's 3rd and 5, and he's trying to force that in to Cam Coleman, and it's incomplete. But crazy enough, it's still a game. It's only a 10-point game right now with 2 minutes left. All we need to do at this point is keep running the ball and burn the clock. And we were doing that, but I ended up getting an easy touchdown, so why not? I'll take it. And at the end of it all, we win by 20 points. In another game where I went crazy with 156 yards on 23 attempts and 2 touchdowns. But now, in the 4th game of the season, we got a huge game. Clemson, and they're ranked #1 in the nation right now. We done finally got back into the rankings too, so we better play like it. And let's just say we're not playing like it so far. We're down 13-0 in the 2nd quarter. We really need to find something that works. And it might just be the huge skill jump that we end up having from playing South Alabama and Ball State and stuff to now playing the #1 team in the nation, Clemson. And we're having a pretty hard time trying to adjust to playing against a way better school, but we'll eventually find that, hopefully. I mean, look at what we're doing right now. It's the 2nd half, and still, we really haven't found any offense. We're down by 10 points, so that means defense has been playing good. There's still a window for us to win. I mean, as long as we keep on moving the ball down the field, scoring, our defense is doing their job. This was a pretty good play call. Left our receiver on that left side wide open for the big first. And speaking of good play calling, we get another good play call. A fake jet touch pass, and they end up getting them bad. I'm running him over, trying to get this first down. And now on 2nd and goal, running a stretch play to the right side, and I'm getting into that end zone, diving in. And of course, Clemson would finally score a touchdown, but still, there's a lot of football remaining. A big play, that is what we need. And then we done made our way all the way down the field. He's hitting that man Camden Brown for the touchdown. We in this thing. And the opportunity we've been waiting for is finally here. Defense got another stop. And now, we're only down by 3 points. And he threw this ball up to Cam Coleman. A crazy grab from that man. On 1st and goal, I'm motioning out to the outside. He's throwing me this ball, and with good blocking on the outside, I'm getting to the end zone. We taking the lead. And well, let's just say these home fans ain't come to this game for no reason. They came here for the win, and we defeated the #1 ranked team in the nation, Clemson. And man, it was a team effort. Now, it wasn't me who did anything in this game. I mean, that man Camden Brown made some great plays. Coleman also made some big plays, but the defense is the reason we won, for sure. We're playing Missouri again, and last year, I believe after we beat Georgia, we got our butts kicked by Missouri. We can't let that happen again. On 2nd and 8, running the inside zone. I ended up seeing a perfect opportunity to hurdle this dude, and I did, clearing him completely. And man, if my old line is blocking like this forever, this is going to be a crazy season for me. I'm breaking tackles, fighting for more yards. Now, they did start locking it in a little bit. It's 3rd and 14 now, and we're trying to run a running back screen, which ended up working, but couldn't get the first down though. Even with all the fighting I was doing, we got to settle for 3. But man, it just seems like Missouri might just be that team that we won't be able to beat. We're down 17-3 now, and I'm not saying it's over, but no, it's not over yet. We got a good amount of game to play. And I mean, we especially got to keep that positivity when we're at home and we're making big plays like this. That boy Cam Coleman went up there and grabbed that thing. Holden made sure that he got his touchdown. As on this RPO, he ended up being open on this slant. He got his touch. And after defense got that big stop, we're now backed all the way up. But I'm getting us up out of here, using my speed that I gained and my agility to pick up this huge game. And we done walked our way all the way down the field, getting into the red zone and holding, delivering this dot. Bro standing right there for the touchdown. Defense got another stop, a very clutch stop. It's a tie game. We got less than 2 minutes left to get down the field. We're in the perfect position in this game right now. We got all the control to win this game. And we done made our way down the field. Just less than a minute left. And it's 3rd down now. Running the play action. He tried to go for the touchdown, go for the big shot, but incomplete. And man, we just can't beat these dudes. Like, taking that field goal was just not good because they ended up scoring a touchdown, winning the game. I had a very good game, but big problem was I didn't score a touchdown. We were just a top 10 team in the nation, but losing to Missouri, not just to back out of it. But now, this week, playing against Georgia again, last time we played them, y'all know what happened. We beat them. If we could beat them again this time, we'll be back in the top 10 without a doubt. We just got to play like we wanted, just like we did last time. Now, in terms of our team, we kind of got the same team, just a different quarterback and now a new running back, a new starting running back. But as long as we play with that same hunger that we played with last time we beat Georgia, we'll be good again. As right now, it's not looking like Georgia can stop our offensive run scheme right now. I mean, we're getting amazing blocks, and I'm running that thing. But coach tried to put the ball in there a couple times, and it just didn't work out. We should have really kept on running the ball, but now it's 3rd and 11. And I tried to block for a little bit, give my quarterback a little bit more time, but that just wasn't enough. And somehow Georgia ended up catching some momentum. After we got stopped, only had to kick 3, they scored and scored again. And so now with less than a minute left in the first half, we got to get some points. 3rd and 1, we're going to try a running back screen. It ended up working, wide open. I'm picking up this first down, trying to get out of bounds. And just to help us out just a little bit more, they gave us more yards. They roughed the passer on that play. Thank y'all. And I don't get what's with this aggressiveness on their D-line. But here on 3rd and 10, try to attack the end zone. And then once again, another roughing the passer call. We get another chance. Or we just get closer for a better field goal. But unfortunately, just kicking field goals ain't going to be enough to beat Georgia. We're down 24-6 now. We really need a quick touchdown. And after making our way down the field, we did exactly that. A dot to the back of the end zone to the tight end. What a throw. Only thing is, it took us a little bit of time to get down the field to score this touchdown. And so this time, we lose to Georgia. Hopefully this don't bring down our rankings too much. And again, I had a pretty decent game, but just didn't get in the end zone. We got Arkansas this week, and they're a pretty good team, and I'm really surprised that they are having the season that they're having so far. 2-4, not ranked. Hey, I'm just running through their DBs though. Maybe that's the reason. We made our way all the way into the red zone. A pretty easy drive. I was open for a touchdown, receiving one at that, but instead he took the underneath route, and now we're 1 yard short of the first. And here on 1st and goal, I finally get my first touchdown in like 2 or 3 games. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm getting all these yards, but like recently, I haven't been getting the touchdowns I should be getting. I got to find something and turn it back on. Right now, we're in a situation where we could extend this lead to 2 scores. Almost had this touchdown, but he just barely caught him. And now on 1st and goal, I got another opportunity. The opportunity to get my 2nd touchdown of this game. And I end up doing that, bouncing that to the right side, and I'm in there. 14-0, and we are not done scoring here in the first half. That boy Cam Coleman was being pressed. Can't do that. That man burnt his man off that release, and he is gone. Just a completely dominant performance here against Arkansas. I guess this is why they're not ranked and why they're 2-4, not having that good of a season. Yeah, we can see it in their defense. I tried to hurdle this dude, ended up getting flipped. And while this drive was looking good at the beginning, as we got closer, it got a lot harder. They pass rush finally done turned it on and got a sack on us. And Arkansas put some points on the board, but it's way too late for all that. Less than 2 minutes left in this game, and I'm getting into the end zone once again. A very dominant victory against a team that we didn't think would be this bad, but hey, man, it is what it is. And man, 141, 19 attempts, 3 touchdowns. There we go. But now after 7 games of the season, I'm having a very good year. I'm 3rd in rushing yards and in rushing touchdowns. I'm doing pretty good. I got 9. Could have been a lot more though. In terms of the best running back conversation, I'm number 8 right now. Hopefully I can get that up. And we might be ranked and having a pretty decent season, but in terms of conference play, we really haven't been playing that well, because right now we're 1-2 in conference, so we're not even in the playoffs. But if we want to be able to make the playoffs, we got to keep on winning, especially games in conference. And here we're starting off a little slow against Kentucky. We're already down 7-0, and we tried to run the running back screen. It didn't work at all. I didn't get the blocks I needed, just one person. I ended up getting tackled in the backfield. But then again, our defense just all season has been doing their job. It's all about us. If we can really do what we need to do to win games. Clearly it's more than that, because even getting that rushing touchdown, it was called back because of a holding call. We got to do better. And because of that, we're put in a very bad position. It's 3rd and goal now and can't find no one to throw the ball to. We're locked up. The screen didn't work earlier, but here in the 2nd quarter, we're trying it out again on 1st and 10. And it worked this time. Well, kind of. I ended up having to break a tackle to gain some yards, try to hurdle him, but he caught me out there. On 2nd and 5, he ended up throwing it right to me out the flat. I'm catching this ball, running this dude over, getting his first down. Then made our way all the way to 1st and goal, and he's throwing this ball out to me in the flats, but it was a little bit to the outside. I gained a good amount of yards, but couldn't get in the end zone. But that's all fine though, because on 2nd and goal, I'm going to get in there. Easy touchdown. We're doing pretty well right now. Up 10-7, and on 3rd and 10, he ended up throwing a dot, getting his first down, picking up this huge game, getting past the 50. Scoring here will put us in a very great position. It will put us up 10 points, and we're doing just that. Cam Coleman on a fade route, got his man over the top, and a perfect placed ball for that touchdown. They actually started off with ball first in the second half, didn't do nothing with it. Now it's our turn, it's our chance to extend this lead. It don't matter if it's a touchdown or field goal, we need to get something here on 2nd and 3. He threw it to me out to the outside, but I couldn't catch it. Dropped the ball while taking a hit. I gotta be able to make those catches. But man, defense is just locking up. We ended up getting a field goal last drive, but that don't even matter because we are moving this ball, running the ball like crazy. I look like Marshawn Lynch out here. But we end up coming out with the dub, winning 23-7, a great win. And somehow I get player of the game. Only 73 yards though, with 14 attempts and a touchdown. I guess I'll take it. Last time we played Vanderbilt, I was the backup running back, but this time I get to have some fun. A nasty spin move, breaking a tackle, and I'm going. If only I was fast, I would have had the touchdown. 1st and goal, running the RPO. He made the perfect decision, got it to the bubble screen for the touchdown. This is Vanderbilt, so it's a team that we should be able to dominate, and we're definitely dominating on this run game. Amazing blocking. We're having a pretty good game so far. I mean, a pretty good drive too, but here, a hit stick fumble. They get the ball back. Thankfully though, they did nothing with the ball. We're in the 3rd quarter now, and on 1st and 10, I'm using the speed that I ended up gaining to get to this outside. I don't know how I did that burst. Now, here in the red zone again, on 3rd and 1, we're in the inside zone, and I'm getting to that end zone. Vanderbilt still can't move nothing on offense, and now in the 4th quarter, we're back in the red zone. I'm trying to fight for another touchdown, almost getting in there. And now on 1st and goal, running the inside zone, I'm getting in there. Easy touchdown. Win this game just like how we should, 24-7. And I most definitely had a way better game than I had last game. 183, 26 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Now this is kind of crazy because last season when we played Texas A&M, I think we were both unranked, having pretty mid-season. But this year, we're both ranked, having good seasons. But all that mean is it's not going to be easy at all. And not only that, we at they crib with it this time. So it's definitely going to be a tough game. It's so far been a very defensive game. And really, stuff like this can't happen. He ended up throwing his ball, running forward, and it went straight to the defense. That's something that just can't happen, especially in a game like this, because that could really determine the whole outcome of the game. Offense hasn't been working that well. We're only down 3-7, so there's a lot of game left, and we got a very good chance of winning still. Run this jet sweep, and I'm picking up this big game. But man, this Texas A&M defense, as we get closer, it just gets even tougher. That D-line got right to him and sacked him for even more yards, 4th and 25. If we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to lose this game. We have to settle for another field goal as they got another touchdown. We got to find something. And it's looking like it might be a little bit too late because they done obviously found the offense. They scored another touchdown. But with it being 1st and goal, we might still have a chance as long as we can score here. And we do. And crazy enough, the defense got the stop. And now we're scoring again. We just need this 2-point conversion and this game is tied up. This is a do or die situation. We get this, we tie the game up. We don't get it, the game is over. He tried to throw it into the flats and it's over. He had the slants. If you seen, we had the 2, but he just threw the game away. That's crazy. We could have pulled it off. Just one misread. Wide open slant. Could have had it. But I'm not really one to talk. 9 carries for 33 yards. I mean, we ain't running the ball that often this game, but still, only 33 is not good. After losing that game, we got to bounce back in this game against Oklahoma. But man, when I tell you, I just hurt so much losing a game like that. And when I wasn't really performing that well, that just sucks. But all that means is for this game here against Oklahoma, I got to do my thing. And here on 3rd and 1, here in the red zone, we had an amazing play drawn up to get me this ball on the outside for this touchdown. After a defensive stop from my defense, it's looking like this Oklahoma defense might get a stop too. It's 3rd and 10, and yeah, they're getting that stop. My quarterback ran backwards to lose more yards. Luckily though, they only end up getting 3 points on their drive. And now with less than a minute left in this first half, we got a chance to try to get on the field and get some points. But yet again, this Oklahoma defense is locking us up. We're in the play action on 3rd and 6. He tried to force it in and almost had to catch, but got it knocked out. It's looking like another defensive game like we just had. We're up 10-6. They only got 2 field goals. This is actually crazy. If we could score a touchdown, this game could really probably be over. But once again, in the 3rd down situation, but this time running the screen play and it ended up working. Great blocking from them boys for me to get this first down. Try to hurdle him and did not work out at all. And now running the inside zone here on 1st and 10. Getting amazing blocking. I mean amazing. A clear lane for me to get this first down and getting hit out of bounds. Since the inside zone worked last time, we ran a read option this time. They bit on me and the quarterback had a clear lane but just wasn't fast enough to get the touchdown. But that's fine though, because this is my job. It's my job to get these touchdowns in this red zone situation. I'm getting in there for that touchdown. And man, our defense is really locking up in this game. Oklahoma has 3 field goals. And look at this big play to that man Camden. What a play. Oklahoma finally scored at the end, but it was way too late for them as we get out this game with the win. And this game was a lot better than my last, 77 rushing yards on only 12 attempts and 2 touchdowns. We're now heading into the last game of the season. And last year when we played Alabama, we beat them, surprisingly. Can we do it again? Let's see. And this is also a huge game because this could really put us into the playoffs or knock us out of it. So we need this. Winning or losing this game will be the difference between going to the playoffs or just having a bowl game. And we're not trying to just have no bowl game. We need the playoffs. Bama playing some good defense here in the red zone. But on 3rd and 5, I'm running the Texas route, getting this ball, and I'm fighting for that touchdown. I'm getting that. They score right back. And now on our offensive drive, on 3rd and 6, I'm running a drag route. He tried to get this ball to me, and I ain't gonna lie, I got hit and completely dropped the ball. It popped up in the air, and they got it. Like, what in the world? That play was terrible, especially for me. I mean, I look trash after that, but I can't let that bring me down. I gotta make sure that I stay looking into the future. Make sure that we can still win this game. Make sure we get some points on this drive. But this Bama defense has started to lock in. It's 3rd and 11 now, and Holden tried to take a deep shot. He thought our guy had a step on that DB, but an amazing play by that DB, swatting that ball down. And now we're down 17-7. Not the complete worst spot to be in right now. We still got a chance in this game. We just gotta keep on fighting. And we just gotta remember that this game is for our playoff spot. And clearly Holden ain't thinking about that. Threw this ball while taking a hit, and it landed right into an Alabama DB's hands. And he took that to the crib. And so Alabama gets that get back on us. Not only beating us, killing us, but knocking us out of the playoffs. That sucks. And not only that, they locked me down kind of 15 for 60, no touchdowns. I got to do better. And so like I said, we're out of the playoffs now because of that loss right there. If we won, we would have been in there. Or maybe we wouldn't have because we have 4 wins and 4 losses in conference where Alabama got 6 and 2. So maybe we wouldn't have made it whether we won or lost. But at least on the bright side, I ended up getting in the first team All-SEC. But unfortunately, that was the only honors I get. And well, I guess we got the Cheez-It Bowl versus Illinois. Hopefully, we can at least win this bowl game. And, you know, end the season off with a dub. Illinois done started off with a touchdown, but just couldn't get that extra point in. Now, I'm be honest, this is a team, one of those teams that we gotta be able to defeat. And if we can't beat them, then we're just not as good as we think we are. And here on our first drive, we're looking good, moving down the field very smoothly. Amazing blocking on this run. I'm cutting up the field, getting this big first. Now it's 3rd and goal. We're at the 1-yard line. I just need to pick up 1 yard to get this touchdown. And of course, you know me, I'm getting in there. Even though we're definitely all mad that we weren't able to make the college football playoff, we still got to make sure that we, play good here. And with Cheez-Its being my favorite snack, I got to at least win this bowl game. We're up 10-9 here in the second half. Having a pretty decent game, but not as good as the game we should be having. But all we got to do is just turn it on real quick and we'll be able to win this game easily. I'm getting this big run, great blocks. We're getting this first down. But I might be playing a little bit too hard. On 2nd and 7, try to truck somebody. And I lost the ball off the normal tackle after my truck. The first time I fumbled in my career. I don't think I've ever fumbled even in high school. This is crazy. But luckily my fumble didn't really do anything. They didn't get any points off of it. And we got the ball back. We're up 1 point still. We got to put some points on the board here. It's 2nd and 1. And I don't know why Holden made this decision. He could have just handed it off to me. We would have got the first down. Instead, he threw it to the bubble and that got tackled for -3 yards. And now, because he made that dumb mistake, we got to make something happen here on 3rd and 4. And luckily he did, made the right decision, got the first down. But now we find ourselves in another 3rd down situation. It's 3rd and 4 with less than 2 minutes left in this game. We need this first down bad. Instead of throwing it to the flats, he ran the other way and took a sack. Not good. And I mean not good at all. We took the field goal, but they got the touchdown. And now on 3rd down again, he's trying to throw a dot, but just couldn't do it. Incomplete pass. And somehow we end up getting the ball back. We still got a chance. No timeouts left though. I'm going up for this catch and somehow coming down with it. What in the world? And now with 15 seconds left in this game on 2nd and 10, trying to get this to the outside, but just couldn't complete that pass. It's 3rd and 10 now. What is going on with us? And man, I was subbed out for some odd reason. Coach decided to take me out the game and nothing happened. We lost this game. Can't believe we wanted to get to the playoffs. We couldn't even beat Illinois in the Cheez-It Bowl. Just ridiculous. But man, what a season though. I feel like other than how mid we played at the end of the season, I had a very good year. I ended up being top 4, number 4 in rushing yards in the nation. And in rushing touchdowns, I was second. Not bad, but not where I want to be. And to be honest, it's getting to the point where I don't even know if Auburn's where I want to be. Because with all this mid happening and losing games we shouldn't lose, I don't know, man. And with all these schools offering me scholarships in the transfer portal, I don't know, man. It's getting a little tempting. Y'all tell me what y'all think I should do. Should I stay with Auburn for my junior year, most likely my last season, or should I go ahead and take my talents elsewhere? Man, these 2 years I had with Auburn so far has been a grind. And last year, I was finally able to have that number 1 spot and really show off what I can do as the HB1. But I just feel like with how the season went for us and just the fact that also we couldn't even win in the Cheez-It Bowl, I don't know where we're going to go, and I only have really 1 more season left. Most running backs don't play for 4 years. And so because of that, I've been in my head a lot about if I want to stay with Auburn for my last season. So I end up asking for advice from a lot of people, because I feel like it's something I really need before making this huge decision in my college football career. And so, after asking for advice, I made a decision. It's time to transfer. But then that would bring me to the decision of which school to transfer to. Now, I knew that I want to go to a big school. I want to go to a school that's going to give me a great chance at getting to that national championship. And so, after looking at all the offers I done got through going to the transfer portal, I was able to make my decision. And I feel like it was the best one I could have made. I've decided to transfer to USC. And man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I look real good in these colors, man. No cap. But man, just like looking at all the different opportunities I could have had, I just think this was the best one to have. My quarterback got upgraded receivers. We got some pretty good ones. And our offense is just good. I feel like we have a great opportunity of getting there. But I feel like a big part of this season is really gonna depend on how we do in this first game. And in our first game, we're at home. So we got to show out for this home crowd. And me especially, I got to show them what they're getting into. They see me at Auburn, but they're going to have to see me here at USC. I got to go crazy for this home crowd. Now for our first game, we got Fresno State. And it's a little bit rainy out here, and coach told me, already let me know that we're going to have that ball handed off to me almost every single play, because you don't want the quarterback to be throwing bad balls just because of the rain. Now, he does trust the quarterback, but he trusts me just a little bit more, because after seeing my tape, he already know what I'm about. But this home crowd going to know what I'm about, especially after this huge run I end up breaking off. It's going to be a great season, especially for me. I'm finna go crazy. And man, when I tell y'all, like, my morale is through the roof right now, especially just knowing that when coach brought me onto this team, he let me know that this offense is going to run through me. So however I play, that's really going to be how this team goes. And so far in this game, y'all already seen, and y'all seeing right now how crazy I'm going. And I'm going to end up getting to the end zone for my second time here in the first half. Now, if it's something I didn't do at all in Auburn, really, was my receiving game. I've been working a lot on it. So here in this season, I'm going to be showing off what I can really do out there. I catch the ball a lot better. I run way better routes. Because especially when it gets to the NFL, you don't want a running back that is only good on the ground. You need a guy who's going to be able to get out there, catch the ball, run the routes, so that the offense could be as versatile as it possibly can be. I mean, a guy who's 6'4", 260 pounds, catching the ball out in the backfield is going to make it a lot more tough for the defense. Now, here on 2nd and 2, somehow they left that man Jalen Moss wide open for this easy touchdown, his first of the season. Now, even though Fresno State's staying in this game, if it's one thing, that boy Aiden Childs is really doing his thing. He's not doing too much. He's not trying to throw the ball deep down the field every single play or nothing. He's not throwing interceptions either, which is perfect, because all I need to do is keep on running this ball, and this game's going to be over. I'm getting into the end zone again. And man, just being able to come out here and ball as hard as I am right now at the home crowd for my first game, this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed. And man, Fresno State, they stayed in the game the whole time, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done at the end. We win this game 28-25. In a game where I only had 11 touches, but 155 yards and 3 touchdowns. And that was all on the ground. I had a couple of receptions with some receiving yards, but hey man, went crazy. Got player of the week on my first game. I'm excited for the rest of the season. But now for our second game of the season, this is definitely going to be a tougher game. At least it should be more tough because we're playing against a ranked opponent, Washington. And they already played a couple games, haven't lost a game so far. So clearly they're starting the season off pretty hot. But we're going to have to calm that down and beat them real quick. Now somehow I'm already tired, but that don't mean nothing. We still putting this ball in my hands. Look at the blocks, amazing block, and I'm picking up this first down easily. Coach took me out the game for the rest of that drive because I was a little exhausted, but good thing we ended up scoring a touchdown. Unfortunately though, Washington is actually staying above us in this game. 14-7 right now, and we got to find a way to score on this drive. I ended up finding a way to get open here, trucking the guy, picking up the first down. We got 24 seconds left here at the 42-yard line. Wide open Jalen Moss, great route, great pass, great catch. And so we end up settling for 3 points on that last drive. Knowing that we get the ball here in the second half, that was pretty good because now if we score a touchdown, we'll take the lead. Washington started locking up a little bit. It's 3rd and 2. We just about to get to the 50-yard line. QB Aiden Childs threw this ball down the field, hoping that man Jalen will be able to catch that ball. But unfortunately, that ball wasn't high enough and it went straight to the DB where he was able to swat the ball. But that same thing wouldn't happen here as we have a minute left and we need a big play to happen. Threw that ball down the field and that man Jalen Fowler, receiver 4, got up there and made a crazy play for us. And that play led to us scoring the touchdown to win the game. We go 2-0 and we end Washington's streak. And I definitely didn't have a game that I had last game, but hey man, we won the game and that's really all that matters. We got Ole Miss this week and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of surprised that they're not a ranked team right now, but all that matters to us is the fact that we keep on winning games as we have so far. And so far in this game here on our first drive, been getting locked up. Luckily, that man Jalen Moss got open at the perfect time for Aiden to drop that dime. And now we're continuing this drive. And I'm taking this thing, breaking the tackle, picking up this first down, trucking the defender, and I'm not going down until I get out of bounds. It's actually crazy how much better I done progressed throughout my career here in college football. At first, I was just a big old running back that really just moved people. But now I can catch the ball. My ball carrying vision got a lot better. And I done got a lot faster and a lot more agile. So I could really run through the holes that I need to run through. And everything I done learned and got better at through my first 2 years at Auburn, it all is going to count here at USC. On a very much way better team with a lot more talent on it, especially at the quarterback position and receivers too. This year right here has to be the one where something happens. Either I win the Heisman or we win that national championship. Because I'm gonna be honest, after this year, I'm going to the NFL. I just don't feel like as a running back, it makes sense to play 4 years, especially knowing that running backs have like the lowest or like the shortest career spans in the NFL. I want my career to be as long as it possibly can in the NFL. And maybe, now I'm thinking about it, maybe the play style that I have right now, I should start getting a little bit quicker, a little bit more agile so I don't have to worry about running through defenders all the time. Because I know it puts a whole lot of wear and tear on my body. And I've been starting to feel that just a little bit. And I know I'm going to feel it a lot as I get older. But now I'm worrying about winning, and I ain't worrying about all the extra stuff. The only thing I'm worrying about is throwing defenders to the ground, running through them, and getting touchdowns, getting as many yards as I possibly can. And here on 3rd and goal, when I thought I was going to get a touchdown, that man head on to it. Aiden gets in there for a rushing tug. Now, man, through these first couple games, we looking pretty good. We're already 3-0, and we just need to continue this and keep on getting better throughout the season. And this time, this game, I ended up bouncing back. 134 yards, 16 attempts, and a touchdown. We're starting off this season just how I expected us to, and now traveling to Indiana to hopefully continue our win streak, and it's looking like we will. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if I'm able to get blocks like this all game, it's going to be over. Because I'm going to feast. And if I'm playing great, everybody else going to be playing good. Because if they can't stop the run, the pass is going to be wide open. Because if y'all stack that box, we got receivers like Jalen Moss, especially, who's going to kill y'all DBs. But right now, this first quarter is all mine. I'm out here styling, hurdling over defenders. Can't stop me. They did end up stopping me a little bit though, and we're going to get 3rd and 4, but got that first down. Like I said, that pass is wide open, and now on 2nd and goal, running there for the touchdown. And I'm already letting people know I'm going for that Heisman, and I'm going to get it because I'm going to go crazy. And one of the main things I'm going to have to do personally, if I want to be able to win that Heisman trophy, is go crazy, especially against the lower teams, the teams that aren't ranked that are on our schedule. Because the ranked teams are going to be the tougher ones. But even then, I still got to do my thing against them too. And I will. Don't worry about that. Because y'all know how that boy Antoine Jacobs coming. Yo, when I tell you, if it's something I really love seeing about this team is the fact that even when I don't have the ball, this connection between Aiden and Jalen Moss looks nice. Like, they have this connection. I'm pretty sure they played with each other last season, and I could tell. And they didn't have that bad of a year last year either. So just adding me to this team, it's gonna take us over the top. So far in this game, we're completely dominating Indiana. We're up 21-0, and we're looking to put some more points on the board before halftime. And we did. And Indiana ended up starting off with the ball in the second half and only got 3 points out of it. I'm getting amazing blocks from the inside and especially from the exterior from my wide receivers. Them boys gave me a very easy run. I mean, too easy almost. And now down the field even further on 2nd and 6, I'm coming out the backfield to pick up this first down. It's 3rd and 12, but at this point, there's no point in trying to force anything. We're already up 24-3, so 3 points is all we really need out of this situation. But that boy Aiden ended up trying to dot to the end zone for a touchdown. It's incomplete, but it really didn't matter. We win this game 27-11. Great game. And it's crazy. I'm not even getting into the 20 attempt range, but I'm still putting up great games, 110 yards and 3 touchdowns on 15 attempts. So I'm doing my thing. We're going from Indiana and then traveling to Wisconsin for this week's game. And they're 4-1, so they're not having a bad season. And to start off our offensive drive, we was all the way backed up. But this crazy run I ended up having after hurdling somebody too, got us up out of there. And now we're just moving down the field, and I'm just moving defenders with me. Eventually though, we tried to start passing the ball, and they pass rush got all over Aiden. He couldn't find anywhere to throw the ball, ended up getting sacked 2 times, but me, I'm getting us up out of there again. And so now, continuing our drive, it's 3rd and 8, running the HB screen, and because of me, I'm picking up this first down, also thanks to my blockers. It's crazy, this drive is taking a lot longer than I thought it would have, but hey man, we got a minute left in the second quarter, and here on 2nd and 1, I'm running this ball right up the middle, and I'm fighting for this touchdown. It's only 7-7 here in the 3rd quarter, and it's really because of how long our drive was initially, which is kind of crazy, but that's not even what really matters. At this point, we just gotta make sure we score a touchdown and they don't on their next drive. Because as soon as they slip up, that's when the game's over. Because us, we know we getting into the end zone. I'm diving in for another touchdown. Wisconsin is staying in it though. With under 3 minutes left in this game, we're running the ball, just trying to make sure we waste a lot of clock. And that boy Aiden is running the mess out of it. He's not trying to go down at all, picking up that big gain off that read option. And right now, the best thing we could do, the smartest thing we could possibly do right now is just keep on running the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. Make sure we waste all the time we possibly can. And with just 2 minutes left, that's what we're finna do. On 1st and 10, I'm running this ball, got amazing blocking. And it's best for me to go down. Luckily, I ended up getting tackled because I was not finna go down. Less than a minute left in 3rd and goal, diving into the end zone for my 3rd touchdown of the game. And at this point, just gotta hope that Wisconsin does not score with the time that they got, because we left them with a good amount of time. And nope, they were not able to score. Great defense, USC. Let's go. We stay undefeated. And once again, I get player of the game, 120 yards. I think this is my first 20 carry game and 3 touchdowns. There we go. We're taking on Penn State this week. But the worst thing about it is, we're taking on Penn State at their crib. And y'all know how hard it is to even just hear your quarterback trying to make some adjustments when you're at their crib. Man, our first drive, they locked us up. And it was really hard for us to really understand each other out here, but we just got to get used to it, and we just got to fight through it, because we cannot do anything other than win this game. An amazing pass by Aiden and a great play by that man, Jalen Fowler, picking up our first touchdown of the game to tie this game up. Defense was able to get a stop, so now we got the opportunity to go ahead and take the lead on Penn State at their crib. It's about 2 minutes left here in the first half, and we done made a pretty good drive, getting about to the 50 right now. I made a crazy dive and grab to pick up this big first down, which is crazy out of me, especially. Like I told you, I've been working on my receiving a lot in the offseason, and I done got a lot better at it, clearly. But now, we done wasted the time all the way down to 15 seconds. I'm diving in for a touchdown. They don't have any time to get down the field. We played this perfectly. And actually, Penn State was a team that got the ball at halftime, but they just couldn't do anything with it. That wouldn't matter though, because Aiden would throw his first interception off this play. The ball would bounce off their head and fall right into the defense's hands. That's tough. Luckily though, they only got 3 points out of it. Aiden just got to make sure that don't happen again. Getting it to that man Jalen Moss off that nasty comeback route. Left that cornerback in the dust. Unfortunately though, he could not get to the end zone. I guess he just wasn't fast enough. But now on 1st and goal, trying to run this ball to the outside. I got no block, but I still threw that dude to the side and almost got into the end zone. Can't believe I didn't. But that's fine though, because I'll get another chance here on 3rd and goal. And when it looked like somebody was there to stop me, I dove in there to the end zone for that touchdown. I'm getting mine. And after that, Penn State was out of it basically, because now it's the 4th quarter and we got the ball back. And it's still 21-10, so all we gotta do is really get a field goal here, but we going for a touchdown. Ran the read option, got the 1st down, but there's a holding call, and it's on Jalen Moss. And so now it's 3rd and 11. There's really no point of just trying to force this ball into somewhere that you don't need to, because of really getting 3 points is really all we need. But me, I'm gonna get the 1st down. Y'all know how I do. And now I gotta apologize to my teammates here on 3rd and 3. I got a little bit way too selfish. I thought I was open out here on the outside and I obviously wasn't. Caught that ball, got tackled, and we're settling for 3 points. At least that's what I thought we was gonna do. Field goal unit went out there and faked the field goal and scored the touchdown. So now it's 28-17 with a minute left and this game is over. We're really doing our thing right now. We're still undefeated and we're beating teams at their cribs. Getting work done. And me, didn't get 100 yards this game, but hey, got 2 touchdowns and got player of the game. And now, finally, after a long road trip, we're finally back at home and we're taking on Maryland. And they're actually neutral right now. So it's our job to make them negative. And in our first game, finally being able to come back home to our home fans, ain't no way we losing this. Like when I tell y'all, us being able to have that just stretch of playing away, that was perfect for us. Because we know that it's going to be very tough and very difficult playing against the best teams in the nation when we're playing at their crib especially. Because, you know, it's good for exposure and everything like that. But now here in the 2nd quarter, we actually haven't scored a touchdown yet. Crazy enough. They got a touchdown and we only got 3 points. But defense ended up getting a stop. It's 3rd and 9 now. And he just threw this ball down the field. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. But it's incomplete and they get the ball back. And so now we're just under 30 seconds left in the 1st half. This game is not going how we expected it would at all. Maryland's up 14-3. And we're just trying to get a field goal at this point, which we weren't even able to get, crazy enough. But luckily though, we got the ball starting off the 2nd half. And we just got to make sure that we get into the end zone, because we don't and they score, it's not going to be looking good for us. And our fans, they not going to like that at all either. But if there's one thing I'm realizing is I'm still having a pretty good game. We just need Aiden to wake up a little bit. Make him throw some dots. Until then though, I'm just keep on running this ball because it's working. And then as soon as they start stacking the box, that's when we put the ball in the air. In the red zone now, and it's 3rd and 5. I'm on a motion, and I'm running straight out to the outside like it's a flat route. Getting this touchdown, we score our 1st touchdown of the game. With the score being the way it is, we got to go for 2 points because of math. But we couldn't get it. We fell literally like inches short of getting it. But the defense started locking up. And it's 14-9, 4th quarter. I'm picking up this 1st down. You cannot tackle me with just one person. It gotta take multiple efforts to get me down. That's actually crazy. But we making our way down the field, and at this point, we really cannot settle for 3 points at all. We're down 14-9, so we gotta get into the end zone, especially with it only being 2 minutes left. It's 4th and 4 now though, so we gotta make sure we get this 1st down. Run the flat, basically again getting the 1st down. You know you gotta come to me every single time. And now at this point, just keep on running this ball. 2nd and 2, y'all know I'm picking up this 1st down. And now with only about a minute left in this game, if we get into the end zone, we're up in this game. And I have all belief in our defense to get the stop. So we end up getting to the end zone. And hopefully, defense gets a stop so we can win this game and continue our win streak. And they do. A very close one against Maryland at home. But luckily, we're still able to get out of here with a W. In this game, 147 yards, 17 attempts, 2 touchdowns, not even counting the receiving I had. But now, with it being about halfway through the season, just looking at my stats, I mean, I'm not number 1 in yards, not number 1 in touchdowns. I'm 1 below number 1 in touchdowns. But if you look at how many yards I'm averaging a game, the amount of attempts that I have compared to everybody else, like my yards per carry is probably number 1. And so far, we're number 2 in the top 25 rankings. But you gotta keep on going crazy. We're gonna get to that natty. And I just love the fact that I'm being recognized. Even though I'm not number 1 in all the categories as a running back, they see that I don't have as many carries as the other ones do. And they see what I'm doing with what I got. Number 2 in the Heisman race so far. We're going crazy. But if I want to win it, I gotta go even crazier. That's what I'm going to do. Now this week we're playing Rutgers at Rutgers, and surprisingly enough, they're actually ranked. But that doesn't matter to me at all because I'm still going to do my thing. It don't matter if it's receiving wise, rushing wise. I got to do everything I possibly can do. We're past the halfway point of the season, or we're at the halfway point of the season, and I'm number 2 in the Heisman race. If I want to win that thing, I got to go crazy every single game, and this is going to have to be one of them where I do my thing. Because I know that there's nobody on that team that can actually hold me at all. I mean, it's not like any team has anybody to hold me, but especially not them. On 1st and 10, as much as I wanted the ball, that man Jalen Fowler was just too wide open on that outside. Aiden got him for that touchdown. And now we're up 10-0, and after looking at Rutgers' offense, it looks really sad. Our defense is just all over them. This dude couldn't even catch up to me. I'm not even that fast, but hey man, I might be against them. For the most part of this drive, I've been able to run pretty easily, but here on 3rd and 3, I couldn't go nowhere. That DT got me. Weren't able to score last drive, but got the stop, and we got a minute left here to score again before halftime. I came out the backfield to catch this ball, get this first down, fighting for extra yards. And I don't know what type of defense Rutgers is playing, but this time it's Deuce Robinson wide open in the seams for that touchdown. We are killing them boys right now. The way we doing these dudes right now, they might get knocked out of the top 25 rankings. Yeah, we are ranked top 3, number 2 right now, but the way we doing them, they still might get knocked out. They might have just got in. And I mean, I don't even think they came to play here, even at their crib. We're up 24-0. I'm running through the line, moving people out the way. They just didn't come to play at all. Got all the way to the goal line at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, run this ball right up the middle, diving into the end zone for another touchdown. And you would think that they would have scored by now. It's 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and we're up 31-0. I'm telling y'all, nobody's tackling me by themselves. I somehow turned that play into a first down. And yeah, I probably should be out the game, but coach wants me to stay in. He wants me to win this Heisman Trophy, so I'm still in the game, still racking up my yards. 3rd and 1, picking up this first down, fighting through. I want another touchdown, and what I want, I get. 1st and goal, run this ball right up the middle, some good blocking. I'm getting into the end zone for my touchdown. It was actually funny that some people thought that Rutgers was going to be that team to, end our win streak. We beat them 38-0. Insane. And this time I had 25 carries, 140 yards, and 3 touchdowns off of it. Great game. And I finally won another Player of the Week award. Finally. And now that we got past that trash team, we're going to a team that actually might have a chance to defeat us. It's Ohio State. They've already lost a couple games this season, but that doesn't mean anything because they're still OSU. And so far in our first drive, they got us on lock. Tried to run a running back screenplay, and I almost got to the first down, but got hit right before getting there. Fell 2 yards short of it. Our defense locked up too though, so it's still 0-0. Hand this ball off to me, and I'm picking up this huge gain. Too bad I'm not fast enough to turn that into a touchdown though, but still got the big gain. And because of that last run, we're going to keep this ball on the ground. Got some pretty decent blocks. I hit the right hole, and I'm getting this first down, fighting for that. And on 1st and goal, I had to get a little bit skinny to get through this hole, but I got through there and got my touchdown. And well, OSU ended up scoring 2, tying the game back up. But now with less than 3 minutes left, the best thing that we could possibly do is try to score, but with as least time left on the clock as possible. With less than 2 minutes left, we're still driving our way down the field. We got a minute and a half. I'm running this ball, and if I have the lane for the touchdown, I gotta take it. As much as I don't want to because I want to burn out the clock, I'm gonna have to. But that's the least of my worries right now. Because this dude Aiden threw an interception in the red zone. And from the looks of it, that pass was clearly forced. There was no reason he should have threw that ball. And when we could have at least got 3 points to go into the second half with, now it's still a tied game. And OSU started off with the ball here in the second half. Luckily though, our defense got the stop out here. But trying to make our way down the field, we were actually all the way backed up, and I ended up getting us up out of there. But now it's 3rd and 11. OSU's playing amazing defense. Hit him in the backfield, incomplete pass. This OSU defense is definitely the best defense we done played all season. They've been locking us up. Me personally, I feel like I've been doing what I could possibly do, but like Aiden is having a very tough time back there trying to deliver dots. And it just feels like me and the receivers, we're not connecting with Aiden right now at all. Like, I don't know what OSU's doing differently than all the other teams that we played this season, But clearly, it's getting to Aiden. He ended up throwing his second interception of the game. He doesn't throw picks normally. Like, he been playing great all season, but this game just wasn't good. But lucky for us though, this has been a very defensive game, so we still had another chance at it. We ain't got no timeouts and the time's going down. I don't know what Aiden was doing. He should have just tried to throw the ball up. You already got 2 interceptions, just throw it up, give us a chance. But he took the second, we lose the game. And like I said, for me, I was still having a pretty good game. 15 on 121 in the touchdown. I was doing what I could. That OSU defense was locking up though. Taking our first loss of the season versus OSU, especially with that being a home game as well, that's just terrible. And it's just the fact that I really thought that we'll be able to go throughout this whole season without losing a single game. But I guess you got to win some and lose some. I wouldn't try and lose none though. And so I guess we just got to take whatever we can learn from last game against OSU and bring it into this game against Oregon. Because it's another very talented team that we're playing against, and we're at home again. We got to make sure that we do not lose at home again. We can't do that. Here on 1st and 10, I'm fighting for this, getting this first down almost, falling inches short. If there's one thing about me and something I've been showing my whole college career as I got time to be able to play, is that no matter if we win or lose, I be putting my whole body on the line. No cap. I mean, no matter what happens, I try to do as much as I can for my team so we can win, have the best chance at it. And so far, it looks like we got a pretty good chance to win here against Oregon. 1st and 10, I'm fighting for this touchdown. I'm going to almost get in there. I'm getting a 1st and goal. And I'm be honest, I'm a little frustrated because the 2 times that I done got us all the way to the red zone, to the goal line, coach took me out the game. We got 2 touchdowns that I feel like should have been mine. But I mean, I can't be too mad because we got them anyways. But it's just the fact that I got taken out the game 2 times when I don't think I was tired. Maybe I was and I just didn't feel it because of adrenaline, but like, I'm fighting for everything. I'm trying to get my touchdowns. I'm trying to get my stats. Y'all know I want that Heisman Award. But anyways, we're up 14-7. About 3 minutes left in this game, and it's 3rd and 8. He's giving it to me out here in the flats. I'm trucking that defender, picking up that 1st down. Now, last game, that boy Aiden threw 2 picks in the red zone. Can't do that ever again here on 1st and goal. Finding that man Jalen Moss wide open for the touchdown. Oregon scored back. They got 2 timeouts and it's less than a minute and a half in this game. Just imagine if I was faster than I am. Like, I would have been going for a touchdown, but they ended up getting me. We're burning all the clock right now. It's 2nd and 1. They have no more timeouts remaining. Picking up this 1st down, we're in the game. Somehow I'm getting tackled by 1 person. So now on 3rd and 13, run the ball again because there's really no point of trying to pass it. There's no time. They ain't got no timeouts. This game is over. And we win it 21-14. We had to get a bounce back. Can't lose 2 games in a row, especially not both at home. And just look at the stat line, 160 rushing yards, 21 attempts with no touchdowns. Because I keep getting taken out the game when it's time to score. Now, we're in the last 2 games of the regular season. And you know, we got this UCLA rivalry. You know what I mean? A little California rivalry. But y'all already know we finna come into their crib and take over their spot. Y'all know how we get down. Especially because UCLA wanted me bad in that transfer portal. And because I didn't go there, a lot of players were just like, you know, mouthing off, getting mad at me or whatever on the media. But that don't mean nothing to me. They mad because I went to their rivals. It's cool because we finna take this dub. 2nd quarter now, 7-0. On 1st and 10, throwing that ball deep down the field to that man Jalen Fowler, making that great catch to pick up the big play. And now putting this ball back on the ground, getting some amazing blocks from my line and my wide receivers on that right side, picking up this 1st down. And it's pretty clear to me and to everybody that UCLA cannot stop this run game at all. Look at the blocking. Look at me getting that touchdown. We're actually out here in 5 out. Nobody was guarding me out here in the seams. And I ended up picking up this huge receiving gain. This is something you'll never see from me at Auburn. But now in the second half, somehow we still only got 14 points. I ended up getting taken out of the game for the rest of that drive, and we did nothing with it. We didn't even get a field goal. I guess we got aggressive, tried to get a touchdown, couldn't do it. But it's fine though, because UCLA started off with the ball in the second half, and we ended up stopping them. And now, in the 4th quarter, we're up 21-7. And we're just looking to extend it just a little bit longer or just burn as much clock as we possibly can. It's 3rd and 3. I'm on the slant. He's throwing it right to me on the cut. I'm taking a hit and still securing that ball. Like I said, I'm doing things I never do at Auburn. When in the world would I ever catch a pass, take a hit, and secure that catch? Never. And now, back to burning the clock, running this ball. I'm picking up huge gains just every single time. And I ain't done with these beast mode runs. On 2nd and 7, this dude tried to tackle me, threw him to the ground, put him in the dirt, fighting for this first down. I'm getting it. But I ain't done. I'm still hungry, still starving. 1st and 10. Get out of my way. Getting this first down. You get out my way too. And it took the third person to take me out of bounds. And well, we end up settling for 3 points on that drive. We win this game 24-7. Whooping on UCLA in this rivalry game. And in the game where I went crazy once again, as I always do, getting 177 yards on 22 attempts and 2 touchdowns. And you cannot forget about my receiving side too. And again, getting another Offensive Player of the Week award. It is now the final game, the last game of the regular season for us. And we got Notre Dame. And surprisingly enough, they're actually not having a good season at all. They're actually negative. They're 4-7, which is kind of crazy to me. I thought that by the time we got to them, they'll be one of the top schools in the nation, but they're not. But at the same time, we can't take this as them being a bad team, because still they have talent on their team. Their record could just be them having a pretty tough schedule. And so, can't take these dudes lightly. We done made our way all the way down the field, but they started playing some good defense as we got into the red zone. It's 3rd and 2 now. He tried to throw this ball out into the flats to me. I don't know why he did that, but it ended up being incomplete. Run this ball on 4th and 2, and I found my way to get that first down. Keeping this ball on the ground here on 1st and goal, and getting some pretty good blocks. I'm diving into the end zone for that touchdown, getting our first points of the game. Well, let's just say Notre Dame has been playing a pretty good game. I mean, an amazing game, especially defensively. We haven't been able to score the ball at all. It's the 4th quarter now, 2 minutes left, and we're trying to get our way to taking the lead back. We literally haven't been able to move the ball since the 1st quarter, since that one drive that y'all saw at the end of the 2nd, actually. But now, with 50 seconds left in the game, it's 2nd and 3. He ended up keeping the ball on his read option, getting into the end zone, and we take the lead back. Finally getting back into the end zone, finally having a good drive. There we go. But that'll be for nothing, because we left too much time on the clock. They had some timeouts, got down the field, scored a touchdown, took the lead back, and won the game. We lose our 2nd game of the season. In the game where I did all I could, 18 attempts, 182 rushing yards, and a touchdown. Like, what else could I possibly do? But even though we just lost our 2nd game of the season and the last game of the regular season, we still had an amazing regular season. And so, we're in the Big Ten Conference Championship versus Minnesota, a team who's actually having a pretty good season. The top 15 in the nation. And yeah, we gotta beat them though. I personally can't believe that we found a way to lose in our last game of the season versus Notre Dame. But then again, just like that loss against Ohio State, but you gotta, take that with a grain of salt, you feel me? Learn what we can from it and come into this game playing way better than we did. Because again, we lost that game at home. So both our losses came at home, which is actually pretty crazy because I feel like we played pretty well at home, but doesn't really matter now. We got to win this Big Ten championship game. No scoring from Minnesota on their drive. It's now the 2nd quarter with about 3 minutes left here. Running back screen play because they was locking us up. But running that got us the first down pretty easily. And again, they end up getting to 3rd down one more time, but hitting me on this slant route. Almost got it knocked out, and I'm breaking all these tackles to get into the end zone again. They finally scored now. It's the 2nd half now, 3rd quarter. We're up 14-7. I'm getting this ball out the backfield, picking up this huge game, fighting for more yards. Y'all know how I do. If it's one thing I'm for sure of, it's the fact that I'm going to have to do everything I can, rushing wise, receiving wise, every single little thing I can do for us to make a deep playoff push and get to that national championship. Because that's just what I got to do and what they was expecting me to do when I came to the school. I'm going to keep on doing it. And now at this point, with about only 2 minutes left in the game, it's basically over with. We're up 21-7, and they cannot stop my running game at all. My O-line, they're blocking pretty well. I'm getting through that line pretty easily. I'm fighting for extra yards. My receivers even blocking pretty well. It's just too easy out here. Yeah, so there's no way they're going to win this game. And they didn't, of course. We win the Big Ten Conference Championship versus Minnesota. In the game where I had 126 rushing yards on 25 attempts and 3 touchdowns. You can't forget about the receiving side. I did some over there too. But now that the conference championship's out the way, it's finally time to find out what awards I won this season. And as y'all can see, after getting over 1,600 yards and 21 touchdowns on 231 carries, I won the Heisman, like I said. But you can't forget, I've been doing a lot receiving wise too, so those are my only stats. And so obviously, winning Heisman, I'm gonna win all these other awards too. But now, it's time to make this playoff push. It's my last season, and I gotta end this off with a bang. I already got the Heisman like I said I would get, but now I need that national championship. And because we had such a good regular season, we end up having a bye week first week. So we're taking on Texas A&M in our first round of the playoffs, and it's definitely not gonna be an easy game. They're a team with pretty good defense and a good offense as well. So we're gonna have to fight. It's gonna be a dog fight. But just having me on this team, the biggest dog, it's gonna give us the biggest advantage we could possibly have. Like I'm telling y'all, if our running game is like this the entire game, ain't no way we losing it. And now, finally making it to the red zone got me on a motion in the backfield. It threw off their entire defense, leaving Jalen Moss wide open. And he's fighting for that touchdown and getting in there. But Texas A&M scored right back. We got less than a minute left in this first half to pick up some type of points. It don't matter if we get a field goal or a touchdown. We got to make sure we score some points before halftime. We was having a pretty good drive, but as we got closer and closer, it started getting a lot harder. We're now about on the 25-yard line, and it's 3rd and 8 now. So this could be the last play that we do before kicking the field goal. But it's looking like we might not actually be able to, because Aiden ended up getting sacked pretty far behind the line. It could be too far away. And just as I thought, it was. So we're still down 10-7. It's 3rd and 7 now in the second half, and we still can't move the ball. Texas A&M to start turning up their defense. Getting that sack, getting the ball back, but not being able to score. This game has turned into a very defensive game, kind of as I thought it would. But this big play right here done changed the whole momentum of the game. Let's go. Especially because after that, Texas A&M could not get close to the end zone. They actually turned the ball over, and now with less than 2 minutes left in this game, we got the ball. And y'all know how we do. We gonna run the mess out of this ball, pick up the first down real quick, getting some good blocks. I'm fighting for this, and I'm getting it. We're running back, out here fighting like that. Getting that big first down to basically win this game, because after that, they ain't got no timeouts remaining. And just for stat pat purposes, getting into the end zone. But man, what a game. We move on to the next round of the playoffs though, getting even closer to that national championship. And me, you already know, getting player of the game. It's now Rose Bowl time. USC versus Pittsburgh. The last step, the last game to get to the national championship. Like we're right there. We just got to whoop on these dudes. Now the first quarter has been a very defensive quarter. It's only 3-0. We haven't been able to move the ball yet. Finally, I was able to pick up this first down, but before this, I really couldn't move the ball at all. But now, we finally making our way down the field. Got about a minute left here in the first half, and really taking this clock down and being able to score at the end is going to be the best thing we could do, the smartest thing. And that's what we did after they took me out the game. We scored a touchdown. They didn't have enough time to get down the field at all. So now, getting the ball in the second half, we looking good. Especially because we done learned how to move on their defense. Whatever defense they playing, we got something for it. And I'm just running through them. It's now the fourth quarter. We done made our way all the way down the field. 2nd and goal, I'm running to the outside, trying to beat this defender to get into the end zone, but I'm not fast enough. He just barely tackled me before I got in there. And now on 3rd and goal, run this ball up the middle, and I'm diving into the end zone for the touchdown. And now we looking great. Less than 2 minutes left in this game. Pittsburgh can't move the ball, and we can now. 3rd and 3, picking up this first down, and this is an easy touchdown, another one. Going crazy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this was a lot easier than I thought it would be. They made it all the way to the Rose Bowl game, right before the national championship. I ain't think we'll beat them like this, but hey man, don't gotta worry about them no more. We won the Rose Bowl. It's time to get to that natty. We need this. I need this, especially. Getting 127 yards on 19 attempts, 2 touchdowns. Let's go. Let's bring this into the next game, though. Y'all, we're finally here. We finally done made it. USC versus Clemson in the national championship. This gonna be a good one. 2 teams that been fighting all season to get to this moment. 2 teams that wanted more than everybody else. But This is the deciding moment about who wants it the most between these two teams. And we got to prove that we want it more. And we will. Clemson's first drive scored a touchdown. Now it's our turn to match what they did. I'm trying to get this first down. I'm getting it, but that dude was all over my back. Now our game plan for this game is clearly get that ball to 27. Because every time I touch that ball, I do something with it. Getting first downs at the first downs. But this time, couldn't secure that catch to get the first down, unfortunately. Luckily though, defense got to stop. And now we done made our way down the field. It's 3rd and 6. I'm coming out the backfield, catching this ball, making up for what I did last time. I'm scoring this touchdown. And now somehow, defense has found a way to get a turnover before half. We got 2 minutes remaining to get some more points. And y'all know we gonna do that. Especially when I'm getting the ball every play. But they started stopping us a little bit. It's 3rd and 10 now. We need Aiden to throw a dot. And he did. And from where I was at, it looked like he caught it. But unfortunately, that foot was out of bounds. So this touchdown didn't count. Would have been crazy though. And so after having to settle for just 3 points last drive, Clemson scored a touchdown, which put them up. But this dude, Aiden, do not want to lose. Throwing that ball down the field and getting a big touchdown. Yo, this dude, Aiden, he came to play. And man, just look at the defense. Getting us the ball back with about 10 seconds left here in the first half. And Aiden almost made a crazy play. He just had to throw that a little bit higher to get to Jalen Fowler, but got intercepted. It's cool though, because there really no time, and I don't think we would have made that field goal anyway. Clemson started off with the ball first in the second half. Didn't do anything with it. Now it's our turn, and I'm fighting for this first down. Y'all see how I do. It's hard to get me down, especially when I'm fighting for something like this, like the national championship. I'm picking up every single first down I need. Making our way all the way to the 1 yard line and it's 3rd and goal. I'm diving into the end zone for that touchdown. We extending this lead. And because of math, coach wanted to go for 2, which would have put us up by 2 touchdowns, but couldn't get it. He threw that dot, but bro dropped the ball when he took the hit. And this right here is exactly why we needed that 2-point conversion, because they scored a touchdown. Now they're only down by 5 points. Getting that 2 would have made it 7. But all we need to do is keep on picking up first downs and this game's going to be over. They did start stopping us a little bit. 3rd and 5. But Jalen Fowler killing his man off of that release for the big touchdown. And this is basically game. And it is game because they scored a touchdown, but with only a minute left and they got 1 timeout, ain't no way they coming back. And so we win the national championship. Like I said at the beginning of the year, coming to this school, there's some things I wanted to do. I wanted to win that national championship and the Heisman. And guess what? I did both. And like I said, I knew that we had the talent on this team to do it. We had a good quarterback, great receivers, and me. That's really all we needed. And as you already know, obviously, getting player of the game, leading my team through this whole entire season, getting to this national championship, doing what we need to do. And man, just being able to hold this trophy up, man, feels amazing. Gotta love this feeling. But like I said, as a running back, 3 seasons is like as much as I should do. 4th season wouldn't make sense, especially after winning the Heisman and the national championship. So that was my last game in my college football career. And I'm just so happy I was able to end off my college football career with a bang like that. And just look at the stats I ended up having. I almost had 2,000 rushing yards, but still got 25 touchdowns. And I did do some things receiving wise too. But as y'all can see, just look at my stats. From first year, barely got to play. Second year, got to play a good amount. And this season, did my thing, receiving wise. I was out there doing my thing, catching the ball, doing everything I possibly can do. But now, it's time to declare for the NFL draft. I did all I could do, and I feel like I had a pretty good career here in college football. Now, if there's one thing I could say, especially about this last season I had, is that without a doubt, one of the greatest seasons a running back has ever had in college football history. No cap.